There's a new leader in Japan's prime ministerial game of musical chairs. The Japanese parliament's elected Yoshihiko Noda prime minister. Now that makes him the country's 6th leader in 5 years. He was the finance minister under Naoto Kan, who resigned. Now Noda just has to wait for the endorsement of Emperor Akihito before his official appointment. That's expected to happen on Wednesday. Japan's last stable government was under Junichiro Koizumi, but his 5-year term ended back in 2006. And since then, Japan has a revolving door of political leadership, and it's become something of an annual ritual. Let's get more now from CNN's Kyung. She joins us now from Tokyo. Hi there. Does this new prime minister have any hope for a longer lifespan than the others?
Well, for the sake of this country, let's hope so. But Zain, frankly, I am having trouble finding anyone who believes that he's going to make it beyond a year. Part of the reason for that is not his skill set. He is believed to be the person who could restructure this economy, that he has those fiscal skills at hand as the former Minister of Finance. The problem is that he lacks that sparkle, that leadership, that ability to get people behind him. And that's why many analysts believe that he is just not the right person. They are not thrilled with this choice. Here's what one analyst told me today. Are people already doing an over-under on how long he'll be around?
I think they already are. I mean, the good thing about Noda is he comes in with low expectations, and the bar is set low for leadership in Japan by his hapless predecessors. The big gap is the Japanese people want more dramatic, bold leadership, but the Japanese leaders in recent years have been tentative, half steps, half measures, and Noda looks to be more of the same.
So it's possible that he could surprise people, but it would merely be because the expectations are so low. He is a self-admitted dull guy. And in this political system, a lot of people say that that's just not going to work. Zain?
So Kyung, do the Japanese people want style over substance? Do they just want a prime minister with great hair who can sing Elvis Presley songs?
Yeah, you think about Junichiro Koizumi. He did have great hair, and he could really, belt out an Elvis tune. The answer is a little bit of both. Yes, they do want that sparkle, in part because to get any sort of legislation through this parliament, especially through a divided parliament, you have to have a public mandate. You've got to have the voters behind you. You've also got to have the political system, the politicians, your friends and your buddies behind you. You lose either one, and suddenly you are finding yourself not being able to hold on to your job. Koizumi was able to maintain that. He was able to maintain that for 5 years. And if you compare not just the hairdos of these two fellas, but the style of Noda versus Koizumi, you can see that they are really oceans apart.
What about the serious stuff, the economy? Can he deal with that? I mean, there are a lot of dull leaders around the world, but they can steer the economy, and that's what's important. Don't the Japanese people want that?
They certainly do, but the problem is that this is an economy that for 2 decades has been stuck in stagnation, and they do need to make some very tough choices. The problem is trying to get people to do that, especially when if you put an unpopular motion forward like raising taxes, something that Noda says he thinks needs to be done, then the people turn against you. So yes, he needs to get these tough choices ahead. The problem is can he get it done early? And can he push it through and actually survive? That's going to be the hard part. All of his predecessors after Koizumi certainly have not been able to achieve that.
Putting it all in perspective, hair, Elvis, the economy, CNN's Kyung in Tokyo, who's always sparkling and always has great hair. I don't know how good you are with Elvis, but we'll save that for another day. Kyung.
Terrible.
Thank you.